think giving a bird too many privileges is a really bad idea. One day pigs will rule the world, and it'll be all my family's fault for starting it all. And I wouldn't really have an issue if the pig didn't interfere with my life, but I was late on the first day of school because he was hogging the bathroom. Come on! With the pig in the house, I was actually looking forward to school starting. But once I got there, I realized it was just the same old thing. And to be honest with you, I feel like I've been in middle school forever. I need to mix things up a little or I was gonna go crazy. So in the first week of school, I volunteered for the homework-based program. The main reason I signed up was so I could skip third period, which is music class with Mrs. Grazinio. To give you an idea of how long Miss Grazinio has been the music teacher, Dad had her when he was my age. And apparently spending 30 years teaching middle schoolers how to play musical instruments does something to a person. No! Last week, I met my homework by this kid named Fruit. I have no idea why he even signed up for the program, though, because he's one of those people who reads scientific journals and college textbooks for fun. Fruit. The first time we got together, Fruit showed me his homework, which was some coloring and a word find. He said he didn't need my help, and then he asked to see my homework. I had at least an hour of math problems and a geography assignment that would have taken me another 2 hours, but Fruit went through all of it in about 15 minutes. Scribble, scribble, scribble. He wasn't just fast, he was good. I turned in the assignments the next day, and when I got them back from my teachers, I had perfect scores. At first, I felt a little bad about getting help from third graders, but then I realized homework buddies are supposed to help each other out. So whenever Fruit and me got together, I just handed him a pile of assignments and let him do his thing. The way I see it, this is working out for everyone. My only complaint about Fruit is that sometimes he's too helpful. He's been getting bored with my homework, so he started making up assignments to challenge himself. The other day, he wrote paper and attested to my regular homework for extra credit. Luckily, I checked it over before handing it in. For a while, I was glad to be getting some homework help, but recently, I've been thinking, since I'm the one who discovered Fruit, I deserve some kind of credit if he goes on to do big things. As if our house wasn't crowded enough, now Grandpa's living with us. They raised the rent at Leisure Towers, and he couldn't afford to live there anymore. So Mom invited Grandpa to move in with our family. That wasn't so hot the idea, even though Grandpa is his own father. But Mom said it would be just like the old days, when 3 generations lived on this same roof. I think Mom has this rosy image of how the things used to be, but I have a totally different picture of what it must be back then. I was actually okay with Grandpa moving in until I realized what it meant for me. Don't let Grandpa pick any bedroom he wanted, and of course he picked mine. That meant I had to find a new place to sleep. My first thought was to go to the guest room, but I forgot that's where a pig stays, and there's no way I'm sharing the pull-out couch with a barn animal. I ruled out Roderick's room right away, because he might be actually a step down from the pig. My only other choice was to go to Manny. So I got the airbed and sat up on the floor. Now, sleeping in Manny's room has its own problems. Mom reads Manny a bedtime story every night, and sometimes they're really long. In fact, I think Manny's sticking out the thickest book so that he can get on my nerves. In a hole in the ground, they lived in Hobbit. Things have been a little bit tense since Grandma moved in. You can tell he doesn't really approve of the way mom and dad are raising us kids, even though he never actually comes out and said it. Mom's getting Maddie to potty train forever. So she's experiencing something called no pants after dinner, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Skip. What's supposed to happen is when Annie feels the urge to go, he'll run to the bathroom. But Manny just prances around all night with running below the race, and eventually he ducks behind the recliner in the family room. So poo or pee? What? I don't think Dad's a huge fan of no pants after dinner, but I can tell he's even more uncomfortable with Grandpa being here to witness it. Simply Grandpa around is really stressing Dad out. And every time one of us kids screws out, it just makes Dad even more tense. What seems to annoy Dad the most is when one of us kids asks Mom to do something that we should be able to do upstairs ourselves. Yesterday I asked Mom to open a microwave for me because I always have trouble with those plastic packages and they have them all over my case. He said if I was stranded on a desert island with 1,000 microwave burritos, I'd starve to death because I couldn't figure out how to open them. Fumble. I told Dad that the chances of me getting stranded on a desert with 1,000 microwave burritos was pretty slim. But he said I was missing the point. He said if I don't go how to think things by myself, I'm not going to be able to survive the real world. Another thing Dad hates is how Mom still helps me get ready for school in the morning. She picks out my clothes the night before, and she even has a chart has me in the kitchen to help me stay on track. Wash your hands, breakfast, teeth, shower, hair, underwear, socks, pants, shirt, shoes. My schedule. I don't wash my hands. I brush my teeth first, then shower, then breakfast, then I wear my underwear, my socks, my pants, shirt. And then after that I wear my shoes, and then I do my hair. So that's pretty much it. And I guess Dad was pretty embarrassed by the chart because the other day he took it down. But without that thing to guide me through the morning, I got the order of things all wrong and ended up wearing my socks over my shoes. These days, I think Dad's just waiting for me to screw up. This morning, I forgot to put the cap ballot on the tube of toothpaste, and Dad was ready to pounce. Aha!